It was cool, man. It's a lot of fun to be around those guys and uh, good atmosphere against Mexico and good atmosphere throughout the tournament while I was there.
Were you? Did you get to watch Trey Turner live last night?
I was on the plane. I was watching the game. Yeah.
Watching on the plane.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Can you just describe the emotions of that moment that you were with that team and then?
I mean, pretty electric. Obviously the tournament on the line, and he came up with a crazy at bat, and I came through. So I can only imagine what the atmosphere was like, and I'm sure the guys were fired up. And it seemed from the time that I was being there, every game we were getting closer and closer as a group, and so I would imagine they're going to be a pretty hard team to stop right now.
Was it tough to miss that being on the plane?
Yeah. It's disappointing. I wanted to pitch and play for them, but they went another way, and I have a season that I have to kind of prepare for. So if I couldn't really risk waiting around to see if I was going to pitch or not, and so disappointing, but still happy I got that opportunity, and definitely appreciative that I got to put on that uniform and compete again for them.
How exciting was it for your starts? I mean, just incredible adrenaline flow and everything.
Yeah,
really
yeah. A lot of those guys don't really know, with what kind of emotion and passion I play with, but I was jacked up for sure, and it was cool. It was cool to be in that atmosphere, and obviously, like we talked about, it's definitely a playoff atmosphere, and it's a lot of fun. So it's a really cool tournament to be a part of. Yeah.
As far as prepping for the regular season, I would think facing those hitters, having that adrenaline, just that kind of intensity, maybe preps you a little bit more than just a regular Cactus League.
Yeah. I like that it can do that. It can kind of light that fire under your butt to kind of get things going. So to definitely use that energy to propel me forward.
Fun getting a chance to know some of the other guys, your teammates, also guys that you compete against all the time.
Right. Yeah, it was really cool just being around that caliber of players. Everyone obviously at the top of their game, and it's really cool just kind of be around them, kind of see their work ethic and talk to them about the game and stuff like that. And the first few days, everyone was talking about what we did to who and how this guy how well he did against this player and vice versa. And so it was pretty cool. Yeah.
Merrill talked about when he went overseas and came back, how he couldn't believe that he was in those shoes. Is it kind of a similar feeling for you to be out there facing Mexico in that?
It's been it's definitely been a wild ride. It's been a pretty cool journey. Being in Japan for 4 years, with really my last year there, kind of accepting that I may be out there the rest of my career, and then kind of leveraging that into a contract with the Padres, and then being with a group of guys that it's really fun to play with, to having a postseason run and enjoying that even more, to then finding myself playing again for Team USA. I wouldn't have thought I'd be here 2 years ago, that's for sure.
Coming off the start to now looking to go forward, are there changes you make to your repertoire at all? Because you ramped up for that, and now you kind of are pitching in a minor league game today. Do you kind of rear back? How do you?
No, not at all. Can get my work in. Try to. I wouldn't say that I'm off track, but just kind of stay on track. Mm-hmm. Today, the day for me to pitch, so I'm going to treat it like it's any game I would pitch in.
How did the conversation of your usage evolve after your first start for Team USA?
Well, it was a little bit of conversation. It was kind of light at first, and kind of feeling out. I imagined they were wanted to go a different route, and then I think they asked me if I wanted to pitch out of the bullpen and kind of come in as an emergency if as these next 2 games, and I couldn't risk not pitching the rest of the tournament. Given if these Lynn pitched well to get to bridge to the bullpen guys in last night's game, and if the same thing happens with Miles, then I'm looking at a situation where I won't be able to pitch the rest of the tournament, and that really sets me back for the season. I wouldn't be ready to start the season, so kind of a tough decision on both ends, and I think we both felt that this was the decision that I had to make.